doesn't happen too often, does it? But from Oxford's point of view, I think they would be delighted if they finished the season in a similar position to what they are now.
Let's see how this one transpires. Wilson Isidore gets his first touch and he's chasing that one. It's played forward though by Ben Nelson.
Oh,
and we have an incident here. And the match is going to have to be suspended for a moment as the sprinklers have gone on.
I'm just looking down at there's Buckingham, their coach. He thinks there's a half chance on the counter attack, but no, I think both Luke O'Nien and Chris Mepham are going to deal with it. And yeah, well, not sure where Spuggy, the groundsman, is at this moment in time, or Glenn. Yep, there we go. Someone's lent in the office on the controls. Referee sees the funny side of it anyway.
Well, no idea what happened there. Founders Week, someone's found the sprinklers. That's one way to stop an attack.
Yeah, Oxford fans there, a bit of a sarcastic boo as well.
Well, Sunderland, can they capitalise from the assist from the groundsman? We're bringing all the other scores from around the Championship this afternoon, of course. Of Sunderland, when they're sitting top, you've got a closer eye on things, haven't you, Danny?
Yeah, certainly. Of course you have, yeah. And as well, and it's one of those as well where the games seem to be coming at different times, don't they? I think there was 3 Championship fixtures, one last night, I think, wasn't there as well? So games are going on at different times. Yes, you're going to be having a look at them and see how the results go, but ultimately it comes down to what you're doing in your 90 minutes. And as we said, so far, so good this week.
Sunderland fans in good voice, as you would expect as well.
Yeah, it just seemed both sides of Will Volks for Oxford as well, the number 4, so it's the 2 4s in it. Dan Neil for ourselves just sitting in front, and you'll see Will Volks trying to get half a yard, try and receive off the centre-backs and get Oxford on the attack.
Here's Chris Mepham. He had a great game against Luton and against Hull. Patrick Roberts back in the 11. Chris Rigg. He scored, of course, down at the Kenny. Sunderland just enjoying some possession, which we didn't see really on Wednesday night.
We've probably had more of the ball so far in this 2 minutes 45 than we did in the first 45 on Wednesday.
And Chris Rigg's in here around the back. Stands one back to Patrick Roberts. Kieran Brown trying to clear it. That had gone out.
Yeah, they almost got in there. It's just set back, isn't it? I think it was Chris Rigg, wasn't it? Back to Patrick to leave it there for him to cross it first time. Just underweighted it slightly. Yeah, we weren't sure where Mark Harris was going to say. You see the number 9 there, just down below you. Alongside Trey Hume, it's more onto this left-hand side where Dembele usually plays.
Yeah, he has scored here before. His Cardiff City days. There's Ramin Mundle. Up against Pioso. Trey Hume here. Oh, I'm going to say still going, but he was intercepted. And the purple shirts of Oxford United come forward. Here's Roberts, looking for Wilson Isidore. Gives him it back.
Yeah, it's good from Sunderland. Get back in. I thought we'd done that really well at Hull, actually. They had 3 or 4 good counter-attacking opportunities in the first half, but we got good numbers back early. Sprinting back in. It's all well and good when you've got good possession like this, but on those turnovers, you've got to react, and we've done well there.
Ramin Mundle stayed down on the far side. Meanwhile, Chris Rigg helps the ball to Patrick Roberts. Mundle has got back up on the far side. Patrick Roberts drifting in on his left foot. Patrick Roberts still going, thinking about a shot. Still going, Patrick Roberts. Brings in Ramin Mundle. Mundle Charge down.
Yeah, well, I think everyone was expecting Patrick to pull the trigger. It opened up a couple of times for him. Here come Oxford again.
Well, they try and break. It's cut out initially by Trey Hume, but it's picked up by El Mazouni.
Good tempo to the game so far.
It's enjoyable. A lot more enjoyable than the last game.
Yeah, to be fair, it opened up for Patrick. He was almost in the D, wasn't he? I'm thinking pull the trigger, and he just went again and fed it out to Romain, and then the opportunity went away.
Chris Rigg almost getting it as Ben Nelson clears downfield, taken well by Dennis Sirkin, who didn't.
Well, he done
really
the first part well, didn't he, initially?
Well,
yeah, he's not helped his keeper out at all for his first. Is it his first touch? I think
yeah.
Simon Moore. Yeah.
He's trying to give him his first touch, but he didn't give him the best pass, did he?
No.
Resulting in the first corner of the game. Finished 0-0 in the games between Bristol City and Leeds United. It's 3-2 to Coventry City against Luton. So
they were 2-0 down as well, weren't they? I think, Coventry.
Rob Edwards, you know, although he has done a great job there. He's under pressure at the moment. Martin Robbins also under pressure, getting a win this afternoon.
Yeah, I think Coventry, it's not the start they were after. They've been right up there, haven't they, last couple of seasons. That's good again for Job, isn't it? And again, that's something a lot of people have talked about his development this year, and he does look bigger and stronger and getting around the pitch, but that's what's impressed me the most with him there, helping his team out defensively in those full-back areas, getting back in, making those types of challenges. It's been excellent. He's got a bit of a throw, hasn't he, Will Vokes, if I remember?
Yep. Simon Moore takes it.
Well, do you know what? I say relieved, but he'll have enjoyed that there more after the first one. I say Dennis didn't help him out at all with the back pass. And that one there, slick ball as well. Good gloves, as they say, and the keeper will.
Yep. Mepham. Isidore. Well, Jamie Cunning.
Do you know what? If that's another 10 minutes into the game, and the pitch has dried out a little bit there. Just at this minute, yeah, just skipping through, isn't it? Especially in the left side of the pitch in our half after the sprinklers come on. Do you see it there? Yeah, he's almost in. And you could see that there, the opportunities on the high back line with Oxford. And then Wilson, he's got good movement, goes towards the ball and then spins in behind.
Luke 9. So
Kyoso's done really well there. Joe made a running behind.
Roberts gets his body in the way and puts it round another defender. Roberts still going. Oh, he's gone down!
Yeah, gets the free kick eventually. Started well, hasn't he, Patrick? Busy and bright, getting on the ball early on. Another good run.
He's got the beating of those Oxford defenders.
It's the big skipper, isn't it? More that makes the challenge, I think. Let's have a look back there. Yeah, oh yeah, no, he does. He leaves the trailing leg. There's one or two arguing. He trips Patrick up and then I think it comes off his heel, the ball, after he made the challenge.
It's quite central, this free kick,
isn't it? Yeah. Options both, as you say, right and left foot, can go either way. Romain stood over it and Patrick.
The ball's going to have to go back a little bit more.
Option there, Wilson Isidore just pulling out off the side of the wall as well. I think he's looking for a little slip pass off Romain. You see him there, look.
Keep a close eye on this. They've got the old draft excluder down there as well. In Ruben Rodriguez.
Oh, what a save, by the way.
Great save from the goalkeeper, Jamie Cumming.
I think the Sunderland fans in the north stand to our left thought that was in. That bottom corner. Great save. Cumming goal. I think you'd say it's one of those, it's his side, isn't it, really? But he's got to get down sharp with that right hand.
Jamie Cumming, 25 years old, joined after a spell on loan from Chelsea. Back in from Trey Hume.
Oh, Chris Mepham.
Keeper takes it.
Good header by there, back across. I'm not sure that the corner was intended there from Patrick to find Trey Hume, but decent ball back in from Trey.
Job. Just out-muscled. Ball's played forward. Sirkin allows it to go out of play. Keeper's under pressure here, pops it forward. Looking for El Mazouni. Ben Nelson. Ruben Rodriguez.
Yeah, almost. Kyoso making the run forward, trying to get in behind, just overhit on the pass again.
Mepham. Trey Hume. Back to Mepham. Sunderland able to pop it around at ease at the moment. Well, 9 on the cover. Here's Dan Neil.
See Oxford out of possession, 4-5-1, isn't it? Dropping back in that line of 5, trying to stop us threading it through.
Lovely ball from Luke O'Nien, brings in Patrick Roberts. Cross comes in.
Oh!
No penalty, despite the Sunderland player going down. It's Chris Rigg who's down. He thought he was kicked in the head. Here's Trey Hume.
Oh,
Lovely ball.
Oh! What a ball. Good again from Sunderland, been lively, good start to the game. On top. Just moving the ball really well around the pitch. See there, Trey. What a ball in that is. Wilson gets in between the centre-backs. Just can't guide it into that near post corner. Keeper rooted, beaten. Just past that right-hand side post.
Big challenge in the middle of the park. Play continues. Cut out by Trey Hume. Gets back up and plays it to Dennis Sirkin. Sunderland have got something about them this afternoon, Danny. They're up for it.
Yeah, I think we started well. Do you know what? I thought we've moved the ball quicker. 1 and 2 touch, moving the ball around the pitch really well. Let the ball do the running, as they say.
Roberts. Here's Mundell. Sirkin. Mundell, nicely done. Here's Job. Hume to Job!
There it is! Been coming, hasn't it? What a start. 15 minutes on the clock. Build-up play, switch it from left out to this right-hand side. The thing is, it's Trey Hume again. Stands a lovely ball. We seen it a few minutes ago. Wilson Isidore almost putting Sunderland in front. Well, that man there, Job, has timed his run really well. Big smile on his face, and rightly so. What a header. 1-0 Sunderland.
Well, they've been popping it around Sunderland, and that's an example of what they can do. Trey Hume with a lovely ball in.
Yeah, great header. Just heads it back from where it comes from there, in between centre-back and full-back. Top of his leap, keeper no chance. Just guides it into that far corner. Great header. And they've deserved that, Sunderland, with the start. As you said, Frankie, been at it since the first whistle.
They made it look easy there. Trey Hume was obviously in space, which, you know, Des Buckingham won't be very happy about. He was able to float the ball in, similarly to what he did a few minutes ago.
Yeah, obviously that one from Wilson, it was the overlapping run, wasn't it, from the touchline. Again, no one went with him on that occasion, but that one there just found a little pocket of space. First time out of his feet, and then stands a lovely ball up again in between, as I say, centre-back. I think it was Moore and Kyoso coming in from full-back.
How will Oxford United respond to that? They've struggled to get into the game so far. It's been a bit of a switchover out there, Danny, for them.
Yeah, to wingers, Harrison and Goodrum, isn't it?
I don't think Goodrum's touching the ball yet, pretty much.
Not too many at all, yeah, just had a little switch.
Here he is now. And he does well. Stopped by Trey Hume, though. Chris Rigg gets it, looks around. Gives it back to Trey Hume. Patrick Roberts, he's having one of those days, Danny.
Yeah, he is just enjoying himself out there, isn't he?
I think he's done like 3 nutmegs already.
Little thumbs up with Chris Rigg, trying to play one back into his path. But he's been, yeah, as you say, he's been bright, Patrick. A little rest in the week there. Let's say rotation dropped, however you want to call it. But he's, yeah, he's back out there this afternoon. He's been lively.
Sunderland fans enjoying themselves this afternoon so far.
Yeah, Wilson just checked his run there, went the other way, went to go long and then come back in it for feet. Yeah, tough for Oxford, obviously. Not the start they were after, and haven't really had too much possession so far either, have they? Trying to play out.
Helped on there by Kieran Brown. Then Scarlett. Big challenge there from Mepham.
Yeah, a couple of crunching challenges from Chris Mepham. Loose balls. I think it's Ruben Rodriguez just having a word with Chris Mepham. Not happy with the second one on the challenge. He goes in committed, doesn't he? I think he does get a fair piece of the ball, Chris Mepham.
Free kick has been taken quickly, but not very successfully. And Isidore wins the throw-in on the far side from his pressuring. Here's Mundell. Couldn't find Chris Rigg. Trey Hume might steal this. He has. Roberts to the right.
Yeah, just sold Patrick a little bit short with the pass there, didn't he, Trey? But a corner or throw-in. Right down in the corner. I think it's going to be a corner ball. It is.
Yeah. 20 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, Oxford United 0 here at the Stadium of Light. Broadcasting around the world on SAFC Live. Corner comes in from Patrick Roberts.
Yeah, it wasn't it was a decent delivery, wasn't it? I think it's Chris Mepham, free round the back post, just couldn't quite get there. Just a little bit too much pace on it for him. That's the second one he's got on the end of going forward so far. He's been excellent, hasn't he, recently? I think I'll give him back-to-back man of the matches in the 2 away games so far. Really enjoying his football since coming into the side.
Yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant. Mundle. Well, Ollie Langford had an eye on that one. Dennis Sirkin.
Yeah, I think it was a foul. Just gets a little bit tight, Dennis. On it's Mark Harris, isn't it? So he got over to that right-hand side, had a little switch with Goodrum.
Kioso inside. Volks helps it forward. Luca 9 takes possession back for Sunderland. Daniel. Job finds Roberts. Sunderland building something once again here. Is that a yellow for you there, Danny?
Well, it is in today's games, isn't it? He's just had a couple of crunching challenges. As Chris Mepham there, he just comes through the back of his man. I think it's Dane Scarlett, isn't it? Drops down to try and receive it. Maybe going back 5-10 years ago, not so much, but yeah, Chris Mepham finds himself in the referee's notepad.
I just saw that Graham Lasso challenge which was doing the rounds on socials this week.
Not Danny Mills, yeah, I did, yeah.
didn't he get just a yellow, wasn't it?
A yellow card, yeah. About 3 reds, wasn't it?
Yeah. But no one was particularly complaining,
no.
That's what the thing was. Different times. Sunderland passing it around at will. Lovely from Job. Lovely ball as well. Chris Rigg. Oh, that would have been so nice.
Yeah, slow build up from Sunderland at the back into Job. Lovely little turn on it, and he threads a lovely little ball into the path of Chrissy Rigg. See it back now. Full-back's caught napping. 3 Brown and just gets inside him. Allows it to run across his body onto his right foot, and yeah, credit to the keeper, he stays up. I think Chris just trying to find the roof of the net there. Little deflection as well from Brown getting back at him.
Lovely stuff from Job though. Mepham's moving in the middle. It's a deep one. Sirkin's the intended target, but it just misses everyone.
It's similar, isn't it, to his last one, almost in the same space there, back of the 6-yard box.
They're working on something there, or they have been.
Yeah, Dennis on that occasion getting around the back, just too much on it for him. It's interesting, the setup here as well. We haven't got the wide on it now, playing out from the back, but you see there, Sunderland got, what, 4, 5, 6 red and white shirts pressing, and it's a 4v3 at the other end of the pitch, and they're just going to miss it out again. Look.
Brave from Chris Rigg. Roberts. O'Nien finds Mundle. Trey Hume. Sunderland popping it around.
Yeah, just tries to cushion it there for Wilson Isidore. Just gets away from him.
Forward from Nelson. It's not sticking for Oxford United up top.
No, difficult, is it? You can see they want to try and play their way, and they're almost caught in two minds here. I think, you know, trying to keep the scoreline at 1-0 because we've been excellent early on, and then, but trying to get themselves back into the game and almost play their style and their way, really. And as you say, Frankie, they've struggled, haven't they? I think they had one passage of play earlier, maybe 10 passes, but other than that, haven't really got going so far.
Oh, that's an absolutely lovely touch from Wilson Isidore. And now here's Patrick Roberts. Just cut out. Roberts picks it back up. Shoots eventually.
You can hear everyone around us shout shoot, and Patrick goes on those little mazy runs.
He's getting a second. What a touch though from Wilson Isidore. Oh, he's almost on the end of that one.
Fantastic, wasn't it? Lovely little shot into the path. Was it Patrick Roberts, I think? Confidence in him, Wilson. So he's been excellent since he come into the side himself.
Well, Des Buckingham and his team looking to the screens already. Some lovely little touches in there from some of the
playing with confidence, aren't they? The lads out there, you can see it, enjoying themselves. But still 1-0, isn't it? Go and get that second goal.
Here's Mundle. Just couldn't find Job. Brilliant challenge from Luke O'Nien. Read it really well.
Do you know what? For all the good play we've had, the two centre-backs have been excellent as well for Sunderland on the front foot, haven't they? I know Chris Metman missed time on a few minutes ago and picked up a yellow, but other than that, it's what you want to see. Switched on when you're out of possession as well.
Rigg. Probably too far away from Roberts. It's the right idea, though.
It is as well, yeah. It's unfortunate Patrick's hugging the touchline.
Mizuni
On the ball.
has to knock it out.
Yeah. But again, we played some really good football in popping it. I think it's Job again that was involved, wasn't he? Ball into him and into Chris Rigg, and he knows what he wants to do there, just sets it with a little back heel for Patrick, but unfortunately, as you say, he's 20 yards away rather than 10 to come onto it for the strike.
In from Dan Neil.
Trouble.
The break is on. Rodriguez seemed to take an eternity to play it.
Oh,
Dane Scarlett couldn't get his shot away.
Yeah, got to be careful. As I say, we've seen it at Hull last Sunday from our set pieces getting caught on the counter. We've seen it with Hull as well. When they lost possession, what happened? Does well. Trey goes to ground here, and then Scarlett thinks he's in, and then Chrissy Rigg's back there to tow it behind for the corner, and he gets a little congratulations from Trey Hume. got to be organised now for all the good play we've had.
It's cleared.
Keeper's gone down. Seen this a bit recently, haven't we? Seen it in midweek with Anthony Patterson.
Well,
first half.
It was legitimate. He's out of the squad.
He has, yeah.
Everyone
We're never
was saying,
sure, are we?
everyone was saying he was...
Yeah, tactical one.
Yeah, he was faking. He wasn't. He's not even in the squad today.
But both sets of players coming over for a breather. Fluids on board and a few instructions off the coaching staff.
A few people around us going for fluids as well, Danny.
Yeah. Let's have a look at it back here now. Yeah, it's Patrick actually, isn't it? Started a lovely little bit of footwork into Job, touch out of his feet, and he feeds a lovely ball in there, inviting Job onto it. And he says, go on then, I'll have a piece of that. A few kisses for the Sunderland fans.
They've all been good out there this afternoon so far, haven't they, Danny?
Yeah. Yeah, now, to be honest, I was a bit concerned, and I'm sure fans were as well, when you've had two gruelling shifts on the road. Last week at Hull and then midweek at Luton, where we took a bit of a battering in terms of the physicality. And you only make one outfield, I know we've changed the keeper, but outfield as well, you're making that one change and you're thinking, oh, you know, is he going to catch up with us? But in the first half an hour or so, that hasn't been the case, has it? We've moved the ball really well, looked full of energy. But take top left of your screen, that scoreline 1-0, go and get the second, get that little bit of a cushion, and then you play with that freedom, because we've seen a moment or two ago from our set piece, we almost get caught on the counter-attack.
Bit of a timeout, that, wasn't it?
He's back on his feet, the keeper, he's okay.
I'm sure he is. Kyoso goes back to the keeper. Is he okay? He is to be. Serkin's under that. Dan Neil gives it to Serkin. And Dennis Serkin's still going here. Drops it off to Romain Mundle. Wild cross from
Yeah,
Romain.
I don't mind it though. He's been fairly quiet by his standards so far, hasn't he? Romain on that left-hand side, but yeah, shifts it. He's looking to fizz one across with a little bit of pace on it, just too much height on it. See two men up against him, and you don't mind that. We've seen him, you know, contributing so far this season on his left foot as well. I think was it Isidor's goal at the North Stand was a few games ago, wasn't it? Yeah, fizzed the ball across for him to get on the end of one.
Forward from Dan Neil, looking for Isidore. And Elliot Moore gets it. Gives it back to his goalkeeper, Jamie Cumming.
Oh, good up from Chris Rigg.
Kept in. Ball's out now.
Yeah. No, excellent. The crowd applauding him as well for his work rate off the ball. There's a bit of chat about, you know, will Chris Rigg, will he play today? You know, 3 games in a week, young lad. Looks like he's full of energy, doesn't he?
Hume gets there first. Job under pressure, he's caught late there. Sunderland bringing it forward through Luke O'Nien. The referee was right on top of that situation.
He's allowed play to go on. Might have a word, I think it was Rodriguez, the number 20. Just left a little bit on Job.
Job. Lovely ball. If Chris Rigg can get on the end of it, he might even win a corner.
Yeah, the throw in, isn't it? Yeah, he's played some nice passes, Job, hasn't he? He's received it in that pocket, found a bit of space, and a couple he's fizzed out to either Patrick or Chris Rigg in a pocket of space.
Wilson Isidore's not happy with something.
Yeah. No, well, I think they're...
Rodriguez.
It's Rodriguez for the one on Job, isn't it? Where he's just having a word with the ref, and I think maybe the Sunderland fans are expecting a yellow card.
Still having a discussion about it, Job and Rodriguez, as Chris Rigg gets the ball from the throw-in. Can Mundell keep it in? He can. No foul. Mepham gets across to cover it. Simon Moore moves it on quickly. Dan Neil under pressure.
Just drops down the game, doesn't it? To see that
Yeah.
Oxford almost happy to sit in that 4-5-1 and just see if we can play through them. Lucky there, Dennis just gets away from him. As I say, sometimes you almost want them to have a little spell on the ball, you know, where they're getting bodies forward and committing, and then you get those little pockets to play in. But as I said there, for a good half an hour or so of this game so far, we have managed to do that anyway and play through them at times.
Another foul goes Oxford United's way. And Wilson Isidore's going to pick a yellow card up here. He's kicked the ball away.
Yeah, I think it's more... We've seen it the other week with Declan Rice, didn't we? But it's one of those. He's nudged it a couple of yards, thinks it's being taken in the wrong place. Sure, the ref could just have a quiet word there. He hasn't booted it 30 yards up the pitch, has he?
I think it was Isidore who was booked, despite the graphic on your screen there. Comes over to Rodriguez. This is Tyler Goodrum. El Mazzuni shoots. Simon Moore's down on it.
Yeah. Good as well. Do you know the work rate? You know when you talk about your wingers helping out, and you see Romain Mundell when I think it was Rodriguez had a pocket of space there, straight back into him. Patrick as well, doubling up, not allowing Goodrum back inside, and then yeah, it's a bit ambitious, isn't it? El Mazzuni.
What do you say about that? And Job matching him. Mundell trying to push it through for Sirkin.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself there. You see Romain Mundell does well though to go and win it back and stop the ball down the line.
Scarlett and No 9 coming together there. Kieran Brown. El Mazzuni. Sunderland get possession back. It's ticking over 39 minutes. It's flown over this first half.
It's only gone quick, yeah. Was that one stoppage for the keeper? I think it was. Other than that, yeah, game's ticked over nicely. It's a good flow to it at times.
Some lovely football from Sunderland, and that's another example. What a pass that is, and what a pass that is, as Wilson Isidore takes it on.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it's good to watch. Again into Job, and I've talked about it a few minutes ago. He receives it on the half turn, and just, you know, fizzes another ball in. You see it into there now into Chris Rigg, and then in behind, angles against Isidore there. You know, warms the gloves of the keeper. Decent strike, another corner.
Sunderland's 5th corner of the afternoon so far. They've tried to dink a deep one the last few. Mundell's there.
Yeah, just look at their setup near post area. You know, that zonal 3 or 4 bodies in there.
Big jump there from Kieran Brown. It's Chris Mepham. Mundell's remained on this side. Mundell delivers. It's too much on that one again.
So it's a couple, hasn't it? He's put good pace on him, but just Dennis Serkin trying to get him around the far post there. And Patrick Roberts with some nifty footwork, just skipping past a couple of Oxford defenders. See there, out of his feet, and that's what you want though. You don't mind it, fizz it in, just gets too much on it again.
It's unlucky.
He does well on this league traces, and he stopped the ball, getting to Goodrim, and then just overruns it. Kyoso not happy there, feels he was bumped off it. Maybe I think it was Job or Dennis Serkin, stopped his run.
Oh. Wilson trying to flick again.
Yeah, it's good again. You know, see Wilson Isidore there. He's tried the little flick, doesn't come off, but his reaction goes and pressing 2, 3, 4, and then the keeper forces him to clip it out of play on this near side.
Roberts. Ryan. Flicked over. Serkin. Mundell under pressure.
Well, yeah, I think Kyoso had a piece of his shirt then. The ref's just allowing it to go on to see if he's got an advantage. And I think Rodriguez again.
Well, the crowd are frustrated because no one's been booked from a...
Yeah, well, it was Rodriguez who was late on
perspective.
Job earlier, wasn't he? You see there, look, he's just got a piece of his shoulder and having a little bit, and then it's there. Yeah, I think not too much in it, to be honest, but he's just had a couple there. He's got to be careful, Rodriguez. Probably getting frustrated. He hasn't had too much of the ball going forward, having to do a lot of work defensively.
Goes towards the back post. Kyoso knocks it out.
Lovely ball in from Patrick Roberts. I'm just thinking there with big overload far post area. Just needed another couple of yards on it. You see now, left-hand side of your picture. Look at there, 3-4. Red and white striped shirts coming in at the far post, and Kyoso just does enough to help it behind.
In from Roberts. Isidore.
Yeah, flag's gone. I've just had a look at the linesman there. He was waiting to see. I think it was offside. I'm not sure who was it. Had a bit of a swipe at it as the ball come in low. Isidore's offside, far post area. Let's have a look at it back now. So clipped in flat, this one. Is it Chris? Is it Mepham? Chris Rigg? Chris Rigg.
2 minutes added on at the end of this first half.
2 minutes added time.
A lot of people are using that as a cue to go and use the facilities.
Refresh.
Refresh, yeah. Goodrum was dispossessed. Mazzuni as well. Chris Rigg trying to get hold of it again. Job might do so. Chris Rigg does. And picks the foul up.
Yeah, good work from Chris Rigg again. It's loose, wasn't it? Bouncing between two sets of players. Then after a yellow card, I don't think it's a yellow card, it's a foul. It's good from Chris Rigg. Doesn't give it up, does he? I think Job as well. Been excellent this first half, the pair of them.
Mepham sprays a lovely ball for Romain Mundle. Mundle.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it does
the crowd are frustrated, but we can see it from up here.
He gets across him, doesn't he? Good defending. Just gets a little nudge in the back from Romain Mundle. Lewis Price there as well on the coaching staff, former Welsh teammate of mine, goalkeeper. And over. They've got a bit of work to do at half-time. They're still well in it. You know, the scoreline, I think that's the only downside from our point of view, is that the scoreline's only 1-0, isn't it? For all the play we've had, it's been some excellent play. We haven't worked the keeper enough. I'm just going in at 1-0 as it stands.
It's the end of the first half. Yeah, I think you summed it up quite well already there, Danny. Pretty comfortable for Sunderland.
Comfortable, yeah, excellent. You know, contrast to where we were on Wednesday night, the style of the game, really, wasn't it? Where the lads look full of energy. As we said, 2 away trips, it's always a concern, but they've been full of it out there. That man there, great header, timed his run really well. Chrissy Rigg in there, Patrick, top end of the pitch. We've had good energy. Wilson as well, making his runs. So, yeah, a lot to take from that first half, but can we go and get that second goal? And you always need that little bit of a cushion while the score remains at 1-0. Maybe go with the back five, setting him in there as a wing back possibly.
I'd imagine contrasting dressing room chats were had.
Just having a look at it there, I'm just wondering, I think it looks like they've gone 3-5-2. I think that Harris has come central up the top end with Scarlett. You see the left back, Brown, he's just pushed in one there alongside Moore, Nelson.
Scarlett. Kieran Brown helps it on.
Yeah, just push, say, Harris through the middle there, try and get up there alongside Scarlett. Up against the two Sunderland centre-backs.
Sirkin. Scarlett coming together. Free ball in the middle, which Dan Neil wins, and then Chris Rigg tries to help forward. Nelson overruns it. Mundle couldn't take advantage. Roberts gets it from a mistake. Brings in Trey Hume. Hume was looking for Chris Rigg.
Yeah, it's
Brown read it.
Didn't it? Yeah.
Sirkin reads it. Finds Chris Rigg with space on his left foot. He's still got it.
Yeah, again, turned down the opportunity, pulling the trigger.
Thought was going to open up like it did on Wednesday for him for a moment.
Say he's picked it up in a similar position, didn't he?
Roberts, deflection. Goal kick.
Goal kick, yeah, off his own man. Yeah, I think it comes off Chrissy Vick. It was Dennis Cirkin just stepped in, didn't he? Read it. Not seen it back on this one. This is the strike from Patrick Roberts. Which cannons off Chris Rigg.
Be a Sunderland throw. Dennis Cirkin will take it in a moment. Just looking at his options. Job makes himself available. Oh, nine's caught late there by Scarlett. The Sunderland fans will be angry if there's no card here.
Well, I was going to say, let a couple go, didn't he? He booked Wilson for that one, kicking the ball away early on. Late on in the second half, first half. Luke there, just as he plays it, an interesting one. Sometimes it's the follow through, isn't it? As you played the pass and you kick into the opposition player. Scarlett as was.
He is getting a yellow card now.
Let's have a look. Referee's just weighing it up, isn't he? Maybe a little bit in it because he was on the touchline down below us, wasn't he? And Luke just gave him a slight nudge. Maybe thought he was fouled when the linesman give the throw into Sunderland, and it's only 10 seconds or so after that incident.
He hasn't produced the yellow yet, unless I missed it.
Oh, why wouldn't he? I'm not sure why.
I don't know why he's taking his time.
Bizarre, isn't it? What's he waiting for there? Here we go. Let's have a look now. Yeah, Dennis just fires it back into Luke out of his feet, and then as he plays it across, yeah, he does jump in slightly. I think he'd be okay, Luke. He took one early on, didn't he, on Wednesday night as well, down at Luton. Carlton Morris, bit of an elbow on the side of his head. Just hobbling slightly there. I think hopefully he'll run it off.
Loose ball again. Somehow finds its way over to Trey Hughes. There's O'Nien. It's a lovely ball. Hume. Roberts. Forward from Brown. Sunderland get possession again. Game settling back down into the pace of the first half. Well, here's as good time as any to go for a hashtag Ask Danny reminder. You can use that hashtag and tell us what you think about not just today's game, but maybe the season so far. Join us in the post-game programme for that.
I'll be there, Harris. I think it's accidental. Chris Mepham just goes in tight, doesn't he? I think he stands on his left foot.
drilled. And
wasn't
Simon
it? Yeah.
Moore had to be, I think it was more of a cross than anything.
Yeah, no, it was, yeah, he's just cut across it, hasn't he? Faded it into the gloves of Simon Moore, but that's just, see the change in shape there, that's where we've got to switch on. It's always, I go back to Watford first half especially, where we weren't sure who was picking who out there, and that's the wing back there, who's come off the bench, fizzes a lovely ball in, albeit it just fades into the gloves of Simon Moore, as we said there, but yeah, just a little warning sign, switched on out on the touchline, who's picking up?
Here's Trey Hume on the far side, Patrick Roberts, Chris Mepham. Moves it on to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien striding forward with it. Brings in Romain Mundle. Mundle makes moves inside. Lovely turn from Job. Can he shoot?
Oh!
That's some effort.
The bar, hasn't he?
That's some effort from Job.
Yeah, uses his frame well there. His ball's played into him. Not sure, was it Vokes that come in behind him, thinks he can nick it off him. Let's see it back now. There, yeah, it is Will Vokes. Thinks he can steal it, he doesn't, and then it opens up for Job. You know what he's looking for. Keeper's beat, rooted. Angle of the goal comes to his rescue.
Kioso. It's back to Nelson. Puts his pressure on, his keeper under pressure there. Flick forward, but Trey Hume reads it. Here's Job. Job and Chris Rigg are having one of those days.
Yeah, linking up well, aren't they? Yeah.
Here's Dan Neil. Dan Neil here. Brings in Chris Rigg, does he? Yes. Here's Roberts. Shoots.
Yeah, almost opened up for Dan Neil, didn't it? To get back in there, Oxford, and then it drops to Patrick. Why not? Pulls the trigger, but straight into the gloves of the keeper. Just seeing it back there, and as it drops into Patrick, yeah, he's got options. Look at the far post there. Romain's got Akers. Stood the ball up to the far post for him.
Rigg. Lovely stuff from Sunderland. Dennis Serkin. Romain Mundle.
Oh.
Well, Sunderland fans felt there was maybe a push in there. The play continues.
Yeah, Chris Rigg again in the thick of the action, isn't he? Almost getting on the end of that one again. Romain Mundle fizzes it across. Decent ball in with his left foot.
Dan Neil, he's also having a good game in midfield. And if your three midfielders are having a good day, Danny.
Yeah, well, generally that's the engine room, isn't it, where you try and obviously control the game from.
Patrick Roberts maybe trying to do a little bit too much there.
Yeah, but as I said, I know I've said it a few times as well, just let's turn this possession, you know, comfortable on the ball at times, and that we've got to go and work the keeper a little bit more, go and get that second goal.
Strange pass from Dane Scarlett, didn't read that one well.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to help it round the corner into the path of Mark Harris, but gets too much on it.
Regis in deep discussions with Pedro Ribeiro, his assistant coach. Leo Hjelde is getting warmed up down there. I wonder if there's any issue at the back. Maybe Luke is still feeling that challenge.
Possibly.
Keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, I mean, since it's happened, he's had a few nice touches, Luke. Looked like he'd run it off, but as you say, Kjelda looks like he's going through his paces down below us.
Well, there's another player on the far side on the ground. I think it's just a boot issue with Trey Hume, though.
Yeah, boots come loose, I think, yes. 3 Oxford substitutes out as well, warming up. Just legs for Trey there, come undone.
Game needs another goal from Sunderland perspective, Danny. Just coming up to the hour mark. Job, the goal scorer, coming closest for Sunderland in the second half. I wonder if we'll see Aaron Connolly at some point for the first time at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be itching to get on there. You see some of the play we had in the first half and ball into the box.
Let's play again. Chris Rigg. Trey Hume. Too many pirouettes this time from Chris Rigg.
Yeah, just Sunderland fans trying to get the lads going as well. Yeah, I think as comfortable it's been, sometimes you can get a little bit complacent on the ball, can't you? Rather than thinking, do you know what, let's go and get that second goal and try and put the game to bed.
Mundell's in acres of space in front of us here in the West Stand. Pop through looking for Wilson Isidore. Too much on it though for him.
Yeah, it's unlucky. I think he had to try and fizz it with a bit of pace on that corridor to play it into his path. As you say, just runs through to the keeper.
Job gets the loose ball, and Chris Mepham does the same. 09, striding forward again, goes back this time. Dan Neil. That's nice from Dan Neil. Lovely stuff.
Good from Dan Neil.
Roberts, Chris Rigg, gives it back to Patrick Roberts. Opened up, but is not shooting territory just yet. Mundell. Second takes a player away. Roberts trying to bring in Mundell's. He's doing his best to remain Mundell to get
See what I was
around his
looking for
man.
there. Patrick Roberts just trying to play it in behind, wasn't he? Into the path of Remain Mundell. Yeah, we've had some good build-up play in this second half, haven't we? Getting to the edge of their box, really, other than I think Patrick had that shot straight at the keeper. Other than that, we've worked him too much.
Dan Neil. Isidore's on the end of this!
Oh! What a finish! What a finish! Well, times he's run really well. Lovely little ball over the top. I think it's Dan Neil that just dinks one over the top for him. And then could have brought it down, but no, backed himself, dropping over his shoulder, and what a finish that is. And that's that second goal we've been looking for. Job's enjoyed it as well as much as Wilson has. the rest of the boys as well, and yeah, he's milking it, he loves it. And he's pointing to the badge. Let's have a look back. Yeah, they're trying to play out Oxford. And then, lovely ball over the top, and just look there, remains there, open as well. Was an option, it is Dan Neil. Brings the pitching wedge out the bag, over his shoulder, bang, what a finishing off the post.
Some excellent football from Sunderland this afternoon. And that man again is involved, Wilson Isidore.
Deserves it as well. You know, sometimes you can't see it on the TV screens when you're here. His work off the ball, pressing centre-backs, pressing the keeper when he's got it at his feet as well, and then enjoying it with his manager. But what a bonus he's been to this Sunderland squad, Wilson Isidore. And you can see he enjoys playing in this environment, doesn't he? These fans. Good noise in the stadium like now. Sunderland faithful.
Oxford United come here, 5 draws in a row. They're no slouches. They have just been promoted. They're currently 11th in the division, and as you said, Danny, they take that at the start of the season. But Sunderland have made them look like a League One side so far.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, credit. You know, you've got to look at it. You can see the way they set up. They want to play. We haven't allowed them. We've pressed them. You know, they've had to go long. We've forced them into errors. There's another one now. You know, when we regain possession, as I said, we've dominated the game, really moved the ball well around the pitch at times.
Here's Dan Neil. Lovely take, by the way, from Trey Hume just before that. And this could be a Sunderland corner. It will be.
Yeah, as I say, 2 changes waiting to come on down below us for Oxford. Before that, there was going to be a corner to Sunderland.
Yeah, there's going to be a few changes. Leo Hjalder's getting some instructions from a Sunderland point of view.
Look as well, Tommy Watson's out warming up, and Alan Brown as well.
McEachran will be coming on. And also Louis Sibley as well. Not just yet, though. Corner's taken short. Mundle gets it back. Mundle floats one in. Jamie Cumming comes and takes it.
Yeah, work it short, don't they? And it's just tries to clip one to the far post. They give it away again, Oxford.
Straight to Dan Neil. Roberts goes down. Sunderland free kick. Are we going to see these substitutions yet? Not just yet. Game restarts. The sun has broke out on the east stand here at the Stadium of Light. The songs are breaking out as well all around the stadium. The fans are enjoying it, and so they should. They're living in the moment, the top of the championship.
Yeah. Well, I said before, didn't I, you know, in terms of where we were all those years ago when we won it under Roy, and we had to come up the rails behind, but we've been the pace setters this season so far, 12 games in now, you know, quarter of the season, still early days, if you like, but, you know, you talk about pressure on the young squad and being up there, and we're there
and you set your own standards, don't you, Danny?
Of course they do, yeah, and keep getting a test every game, as you said, you're waiting for the opposition are waiting for us to falter and take their opportunity to gain some ground on us. But, you know, it's looking like 9 points in a week, isn't it?
Roqueret doing their best for Regis Lebris to get a wave off him. I don't think they will.
Focused on the game, isn't
Very
he?
focused. Mundle drills one in, looking for Wilson Isidore. Still haven't made these changes, Oxford. Scarlett pops one forward. Simon Moore's come out. Simon Moore deals with it. Job and Dan Neil connecting well.
As I say, he's run it in there, hasn't he?
He's having a great game. He really is.
Really well this afternoon.
Roberts drops his shoulder, goes the other direction. Gets it back. Dan Neil wants a free kick. Oliver Langford doesn't give it. And the purple shirts of Oxford come forward. Kieran Brown. And this kick allows Dan Neil to take control once again and stamp some more authority in that midfield. Sunderland playing this week, Sunday, Wednesday and today. But the lads out there are not showing it in a fitness way.
No, you know, it's probably the sharpest we've looked in the 3 of the games, isn't it, as well, yet?
Trey Hume. Romain Mundle. Roberts. Mundle.
These 2 substitutions still waiting to come on. About 10 minutes, they've been stood there now.
Since the goal, wasn't it, pretty much? Isidore. Trey Hume.
Just keeping the ball well. It's almost like Oxford don't want to commit. They're just happy to sit off us and say, we'll probably take this as it stands, you know. Haven't laid a glove on us, certainly in this second half as well.
That's absolutely beautiful from Dan Neil there. Job. Patrick Roberts. Oxford stop him. Kieran Brown striding out. Greg Lee looking for Scarlett. 9 is there. Will come again though. Kioso. Passing hasn't been good enough from Oxford. Rodriguez. Volks. These substitutes have been waiting about 10 minutes to come on for Oxford.
Ball's not going out of play either, is it? They had 1 or 2 opportunities, didn't they? But they carried on, and then, as I say, it's been in play for a while now.
Elliot Moore spins on it. Chris Rigg wins it back. Isidore drops it off nicely. Rigg with space to exploit. Just waits for his teammates to get up to pace with the game. In fact, in the time...
Another sub waiting to come on as well now. The multiplying on the touchline.
It's like a bus stop down there.
3 Oxford players waiting to come on now. 4 substitutions for Sunderland warming up.
Well, Hidder to Ebest has also joined them. Another defender. Bit of damage limitation from Des Buckingham. Be interested to see Sunderland's possession stats today, Danny. Yeah. Be quite impressive. The desire to win it back straight away is very impressive. It always has been under Regis.
Yeah, that's the standout for me as well. Yeah, you know, when you're comfortable in games, as it's been, you know, we've played it in second gear really, but just the reaction once you lose it, bang, go and get the ball back. Don't pretty much like Luton did to us in that first half on Wednesday night, where we struggled to get out. We've done that to Oxford this afternoon.
Looks like Sunderland might make a change, just too much on that. And the ball still hasn't got out of play for these substitutes.
Have to go for another warm-up in a minute, these three lads. Yeah.
I think Sunderland are preparing to make their own changes. Oh, Patrick Roberts took an opportunity. I think they've got a free kick here. And Wilson Isidore's down.
See it back in a minute, yeah, I'm not sure.
The referee allowed it to go on.
Play went on.
Anyway, we'll see these substitutions as Isidore needs some treatment.
Yeah, it's back now, seeing it back. Yeah, it's coming together, actually. Rodriguez, yeah.
Sorry, he's just
away
gone
from
off.
him, watch now. Yeah, I don't think it's a free kick. I think both players just come together, and Patrick, big opportunity, just passes it past the post. And eventually, as you say, those changes happening. Will Vokes coming off as well.
And substitution for Oxford coming off number 30, Kioso to replace back number 20.
Kioso, the fullback, as well. Yeah, still, what, just over a quarter of an hour to go. Buckingham trying to get his side back into this. Change at the break, changing shape, hasn't really worked so far for Oxford. Sunderland doubling their advantage in the second half.
Well, there's a couple of Sunderland players in the dugout stripped,
yeah,
but they're not at the technical area yet, so I don't think it's imminent.
Trying to see who's warming up. I think Kjelda's still out there, is he? Zach Johnson's out there.
I think it might be Aaron Connolly, you know, down there.
Yeah, he's come back in, hasn't he? Yeah. He was out having a warm-up a few minutes ago.
There's your subs on the screen. McEachran comes on, Sibley and Evest. He's one of them, Sibley. Lee, and the shot comes in. It's Mundle back there. It's not clear yet. Now it is. And Isidore brings in Mundle.
Great lead down that left-hand side.
Alan Brown,
Sharp, wasn't he?
Alan Brown and Aaron Connolly are going to come on for Sunderland in a moment. It shows the depth of the squad at the moment. Two really good players. Connolly's first time out at the Stadium of Light. He's looked good in his cameos though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah. No, getting back to fitness, obviously, and getting regular minutes is his aim, and then try and force his way into the side. But when that man at the top end of the pitch is producing finishes like he is, and generally we play one up top, it's going to be difficult. Well, Sibley's first contribution. Going into the referee's notebook. Good from Luke O'Neill, just spots a little bit of space to drive into.
Well, it's not just the space, he recognised a bit of a lull as well, didn't he?
Yeah, sometimes it needs that injection from the defenders as well.
Right, Mundle's coming off for Connolly.
Yeah.
There might be a shake-up up there.
Yeah, just have a look. I think Wilson looks like he's making his way across this left-hand side. Aaron Connolly through the middle. Chrissy Rigg as well. Yeah, straight swap in the middle of the park, isn't it? And a good reception. He's been fantastic as well. Chrissy Rigg this afternoon.
So Wilson Isidore's come on their left-hand side.
Yeah, fantastic reception from the Sunderland fans, singing his song. Good shift, full of energy, hasn't he, Chris Rigg, this afternoon? You know, 3 games in a week, and talks about a young lad, but he's enjoyed his afternoon's work. You see Alan Brown in there, just alongside Joe in that midfield 3, Dan Nealon behind them.
A lot of minutes this week for Chris Rigg. We all know his age. He's come through every test with flying colours, including today. Been some champagne football from our midfielders, him included.
Yeah, it's just playing with the confidence, isn't it? You're playing with a team, as we say, sat top of the table. You want to get on the ball as much as you can. In the week, it was difficult for them to control the game and have too many touches. But this afternoon, himself and Job, you know, Dan Neil in behind them as well, excellent. Dan Neil, for me, his best game of the season so far.
I have to agree, and the confidence he's taken from today's game as well should hold him in good stead for the forthcoming games.
Yeah, you know, it's been a change for him in a way, sort of playing in that sitting role in front of the back four. Ideally, he would probably want to play a little bit higher as well, but he's taken to the role, and today, as you say, you've seen his quality. Good pictures around him, what's going on.
Roberts has found Sirkin looking for Connolly. It's cut out. It's Connolly sniffing for the ball. One from Scarlett. Sibley chases. Chris Mepham comes across to tidy up.
Oh, Tester.
Simon Moore. I don't think he's had much to do this afternoon.
He would have been his first involvement in the game when Dennis give him a rotter.
Oh, his
behind for the corner. Other than that, his handling's been good.
His teammates are doing their best to try and
Chris Mepham having a look at him on that occasion, keeping him on his toes.
Trey Hume on the other side. 10 minutes left of normal time. It's going to be another change from Oxford United as they chase this game. That's Will Goodwin, the forward. Mepham looking for Isidore. Sirkin tries to keep it alive, but the purple shirts of Oxford get it back. They look a bit like Fiorentina this afternoon. Oxford United.
Good shout, yeah, give you that one.
I haven't played like them.
Oh, don't foul, yeah. Little nudge in the back from Joe, he knows. What's it for, he says. Yeah, just enough, isn't it?
Substitution for Oxford coming off number 44, Dane Scarlett, to be replaced by number 25, Will Goodwin.
So, Dane Scarlett, on loan from Spurs, leaves the field of play, and Will Goodwin comes on. A young forward.
Five changes now, isn't it? Oxford, all done.
Correct. Job does well. Alan Brown now. Dan Neil. He's having a great game, Dan Neil.
Yeah, it's like a magnet to his boot in there this afternoon, hasn't it? Just dropping in there and just enjoying his football, really enticing the Oxford players in and around him to come and nick it. Just rolling out of tight situations. Difficult for the lads out there as well, you know, say 3-game week, they'll feel the game's won. Oxford really haven't laid a glove on us, but the fans in here now will, you know, come on, go and get another goal or two. I think it was a game earlier in the season we said, didn't we, where we almost played within ourselves for the last sort of, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so. Sheffield Wednesday, was it, possibly?
Possibly. On? Sibley lets it run. Job's there with a long interception from his right foot. Sibley floats one in.
Yeah, but see the stats after games, but I'd have a little wager that Job would be the one who covers the most ground on an afternoon, doesn't he? Just see him again there.
Yeah.
Both ends of the pitch. First half early on, left back position, great challenge, getting himself in the box, and that one there again helping out at left back. Fantastic engine on him. It's all going on this afternoon. Sprinklers, feedback off the tannoy.
Well, the minutes tick by. Sunderland just enjoy some possession here. Van Neal. Trey Hume moves it on. Here's Isidore. Sirkin's gone on. Sirkin. Sunderland corner.
It's been a while since we've seen Wilson out on this left. It was obviously his debut, I think, down at Portsmouth, wasn't it, when he came on for 15 minutes or so.
Yep.
Good from Dennis, though, getting on the overlap. Still going.
Corner comes in. Sibley up in the air. Looking for Goodwin. Nice from Mepham.
Does that so well, doesn't he, Chris Mepham? Just
makes it look
sees
easy.
it early, yeah, gets in a good position, deals with the situation, comfortable. Training exercise now, hasn't it? Keep ball 11v11, do it often in training, try and frustrate the opposition on the ball, and we're doing that.
Job. He's in Mepham. Trey Hume's gone ahead. Looking for Connolly. And Connolly, well, it was Alan Brown who almost got on it.
Connolly through the middle, yeah, almost.
There's a Sunderland player gone down, Wilson Isidore.
Yeah, but thinking get Tommy Watson stripped off. Oh wait, left-hand side possibly. Oh, Hjelder's got his shirt off as well.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, take no chances. 5 minutes or so to go. Yeah, it's been good. Different types of goals as well. Wilson is those at 4 he's got for the season now, or 5? Wilson, it's 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
in the goals.
Obviously the goal down at Hull last weekend. Carried the ball about 60-70 yards on his own. Done all the spade work in that one there as well for his goal this afternoon. That striker's one, isn't it? On the shoulder, getting in behind. Little ball over the top and a lovely finish. And hopefully, well, he's got a bit of time to rest up now before the next game.
Well, I think Tommy Watson is going to come on from Leo Hjelder's going to come on as well. Gets a good reception.
Yeah, fantastic. He's enjoyed his afternoon, and the Sunderland fans have as well.
And coming on, number 4, Tommy Watson. Also coming on, Sunderland number 26, Chris Mepham.
Yeah, Chris Mepham as well, making way. Leo Kjelda. Another outstanding performance from Chris Mepham. Hasn't put a foot wrong all afternoon. Well, picked up a yellow card. Slightly put a foot wrong. A little bit eager, but other than that, no, he's been fantastic. Great week there for that man.
Couple of minutes left of normal time. Maybe a little bit added, you'd expect. Out from coming. Kjelda knocks it out on the far side. Inside the final minute of normal time. So remember, if you want to take part in the post-game programme, use the hashtag AskDanny and discuss Sunderland. Anything Sunderland. Top of the league, Sunderland. Connolly's chasing that one. Oxford try and bring it out. Kjelda finds Connolly.
Turned with a decent pass as well, wasn't it?
Yep.
Kjelda involved early on, coming off the bench.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes added time. A minimum of 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes added time as Alan Brown fouls. It was Tyler Goodrum on the edge of the area.
Thinks he can nick it off his toes, doesn't he? Comes through the back of him. Can be a lifeline for Oxford if they can find the back of the net from here. Josh McEachran stood over it, the 6. So he probably fancies a left footer from that side, doesn't it? Simon Moore showing him this near side, seeing can you get it up and over the wall.
Strikes the wall, well, no, just can't. Behind it.
It was off Alan Brown, wasn't it? Yeah.
Game just kind of simmering out at the moment. Can't wait to see that league table. Job still going in there. Interesting to see the other results as well from the Championship. Earlier, of course, Leeds United drew. Sirkin. Goodrum.
It's typical Dennis Sirkin one, isn't it? He loves those, doesn't he? Just drives across his man and waits for the contact. But yeah, lads at the back still want that clean sheet, don't they?
Well, absolutely. And so will Simon Moore. I know he's popped in the goal this afternoon unexpectedly.
Yeah, especially, I mean, his one appearance, wasn't it, down at Preston? Was it 2-0, 2-1 we got beat that night? And then you come back into it.
Yeah, nothing.
Very little to do, a comfortable afternoon in general.
We've had a lot of clean sheets this season, so we want to keep them. And get more, of course. Simon Moore. Sorry. Big run here. Simon Moore reads it. Just eat up some time, halfway through the added 5.
Yeah, those Oxford fans travelled in decent numbers, to be fair, but maybe expected a little bit more from their side. As you say, the run they've been on, yes, they haven't won games, but they've been in them. And then today, they've really threatened too often, have they? That'll be the disappointment for them. That one good opportunity you're looking for hasn't quite been there for them this afternoon. Pretty comfortable 90 minutes, well, 93 minutes plus for Sunderland so far, where they haven't really had to get out of second gear.
Brown competing. Sibley comes out with it. Forward from Kieran Brown. Held up. Tommy Watson. Free kick.
Yeah, Tommy there, back on his feet. Wants the ball played early, doesn't he? Try and get a little bit of game time. Get on the ball.
Inside the final minute of the 5, Dan Neil shifts it on. Connolly running on the shoulder. Connolly. Outnumbered.
Yeah, defender just done enough, didn't he? Showed him wide, and angle was against Aaron Connolly.
Final few seconds. Sunderland fans who've stuck around want to show their appreciation for the side this afternoon. They've been pretty good.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, for me, as we said, there different ways to win a game of football. See that Wednesday evening, had to dig in at times. It was tough. Got the result, and then this afternoon we followed it up. Decent display. We've moved the ball well. As I said, we didn't have to really get out of second gear, and then Oxford were almost afraid to come and have a go at us. And I'm sure the Oxford fans up there will be thinking, do you know what, they're a good outfit, Sunderland, and we're getting praise from other sides now. And teams will be expecting us to drop off at some stage, I'm sure, but we're staying the distance. And still early, was it, a quarter of the way through the season, but 3 wins in a week. A little bit of a break now after the tough week, as we said, a couple of trips on the road. Recharge the batteries and we get ready to go again, sat top of the table.
Absolutely, it's a big win for Sunderland. And we will look around at the scores in the Championship this afternoon. But of course, we will look at that league table as well. It's been a busy week for Sunderland on Founders Week. And they've come through it with flying colours, with maximum points. And a 2-0 win this afternoon. Join us when we come back with a final score here. Sunderland 2, Oxford United 0.